Alright, continuing to keep this video short, we got a bucket. I didn't have those in the 1980s. They're wonderful for packing stuff around in the field and putting up signs and holding screws. But some of the things that we need for signage is plastic ties. Not everything goes on stakes. You want a UV rated plastic tie, because if you just get any tie, the hot September sun will destroy it and your sign will just fall down. But that's real good for, you can get them in different sizes for putting signs on chain link fences. I actually use a Phillips screwdriver and just poke it through the plastic skin of the sign. In 2012, instead of using a hammer and nails, I used this drill motor, rechargeable batteries. If you didn't know, always nice to have a second battery. This charger is made for AC adaptation, but some of you probably don't know that you can go get one of these at a truck shop and it will boil water and it will charge batteries. It just simply plugs into your cigarette lighter. You just plug this guy right into the back of it and you're charging a battery while you're wearing your other battery out putting up signs. There's several types of screw heads, and we have screws with T25 heads, and we have standard Phillips heads, and a pack of good screwdrivers really helps. Milwaukee has been an excellent drill bit, and they stay with the screw. The T25 head doesn't strip as readily as the Phillips screws do, and I have three sizes of screws. Now this is for, can you see the screw? This screw has a big head on it, bigger than the Phillips screw, and that is what you need for tying the plastic down onto your wood frame. If you use the bugle head screw, it will cut the plastic and the wind will pop it and your sign will come unglued. But so you can use big heads, or you can pay extra money for washers. We'll cover that more in a second. Screws bend and they become casualties of war, so you won't get to use every screw next year. But what we are using is a 3-inch screw for the big lumber frames, and we have an 1.5-inch screw for smaller frames like 3x4s. And these are just Phillips gold bugle head screws at $3.50 a pound. Another thing you need to secure posts or secure your signs is, if you got a fence that you can tie to and you don't tie to state highway fence lines, they'll pull your sign. But if you use T-posts, you can drive them in the ground and tie your wood off with the wire to it, or you can tie a tree. Not everything's perfect, and you will have failures in your sign project. If you notice this here T-post, he was once straight. Last year we had one sign with 5 T-posts in the hard ground, and a gust of wind hit it and it blew the sign about 300 yards across the field. So we could refer to signs as kites. To drive that T-post, got your typical post driver, and I don't use these with the handles. I got a straight pipe one, and that's what I use. But anyway, you drive them in the hot August or September weather, and then the rains come, and you don't have to deal with prying the thing out of the ground. They come out pretty good after a rain.